Yo guys, hope you're good, hope you're blessed. It's me, Jar. You know, negative to positive YouTube. Jump on that if you haven't. Like, share, subscribe. So yeah man, I've got some big things going on. So obviously I've been working and stuff like that. I've been doing good and been doing a lot of positive things, you know, a little bit of the charity work that I did. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you know, I have to keep sharing what people are donating for the run I did, so people know that that money was sent to the right place. You know what I'm saying? It's not me trying to glorify or look at me, I'm doing charity work, or yeah, look at me, I'm a good. It's not about that. I won't even post it. But obviously people need to know that they're sending that money, it's gone to the right place. And shout out to all them people that did donate. And the reason why I mention that is certain of my brothers, like my Muslim friends, they don't agree with, you know, sharing charity and stuff like that, or how much money you've sent. But it's not, like I said, it's not like that. It's just so people know that the money went to the right place. Or you think I back pocketed it, you know, like that. And yeah, so what I want to get into today is anyways, like, so on Friday I went to see my daughter's school play. And see my daughter's, it was a school play and a leaving play. And so I woke up Friday morning, yeah, from start to finish. I had bad anxiety, man. Like I woke, I was having panic attacks and everything Friday morning, like boom, 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 boom. Like really panicky, really not myself. And I was really nervous about going to this play, man. Just to be like normal parents and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, when you come from a background like me and you're mentally like, excuse me, a bit mashed and that, like being in normal surroundings is kind of pressurizing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's due to all the jail I did or what, I don't know. But anyway, obviously I'm not going to let my daughter down. Never got to see one of her plays before, always been in jail and missed out. And that's one thing that I'm going to touch on today as well. So this play only comes around once in my daughter's life. I'm never going to see her do an assembly leaving play from year 6 again to go to year 6. It's never going to happen again. It's never going to repeat itself. Unless I have more kids and I see it that way. But she's my only child. And what I want to touch on is, look, there's man them out there that are on the roads, yeah, and you do all this badness and you say you love your kids. Now, listen, I love my daughter when I was doing badness, yeah. But then them little things that we miss out on, we don't really think about them. Like the first time they ride the bike, we might get out of jail and see him pedaling and think, oh yeah, my son's pedaling, my daughter's pedaling sick. But we never see him took that first steps with them stabilizers or all. We missed out on it all. Maybe we want to block it out, maybe we're selfish, you get me? Because you do probably just block that out. Like, I've never really thought about these things now, so I'm getting older and maturing. You know what I'm saying? So if you're out there on the roads now, you're doing madness and you've got kids and you're telling yourself, I love my kids. Like I said, I did madness and I still love my daughter. But like, you're going to miss these things that only happen once in your kid's life. And you don't want to miss them, man. You know, especially if you've already done bad jail and you've already missed bad stuff. You don't want to miss these things. So if you can change just for that, change just for that. You know, man that are in jail and they're coming out, just change for that, innit? You know what I'm saying? You're going to miss these precious things that only happen once. So yeah, like I was saying, I went there, I sat down, obviously with all the parents, and Nana was at the side of me. My ex's mum, like her, you know, my baby mum's mum. And I sat there and I watched the play, man, and it was emotional, man. You get me? I seen my daughter cry. I've seen my daughter cry a couple of occasions, but I've seen my daughter cry. You know, as a father, you come defensive. As a father, you're like, fuck, my daughter's crying. This is how I felt anyway. Get me, I'm thinking, what? It upset me and angered me a little bit. It's only tears of joy, really and truly. Obviously, I have to tell myself that, like, nah, Jai, this is normal. Like I said, I'm in a surrounding and situation I'm not used to being in. My anxiety, with my heart were pumping, my thoughts were ticking, and I was looking at my daughter, thinking, you know, I'm here for my daughter. I'm here to see my daughter. Like, I just had to keep, you know, concentrating on her, because my thoughts were running away. And this is just my mental health. This is just me in it. This is just my life. This is my daily struggles. You know what I'm saying? I can't even feel normal in normal surroundings. But yeah, man, I got to see it, you know what I'm saying? And I seen the little friends crying and stuff like that. I can't really post too much because you're not allowed due to the pictures and stuff like that of other people's kids. You can't post it on social media, otherwise I'd have blasted it all over, you get me? Just to show you that moment. But yeah, man, like I said, my daughter was crying and stuff like that, and her little friends were crying and stuff like that, because some of them are going to go into different schools. Like, they're not all going to the same upper school, if that makes sense. So like I'm saying, man, this shit made me, sorry for swearing, but this stuff made me emotional, man. Like, watching it, and I had to fight back them tears. Like, I can't cry, nah. You understand? And like I'm saying, man, I'm glad I got to see that, you know. I thank God I got to see that and witness that and be there for that, and not be on some fucked up bender, you know, and just miss out on that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, one of the proudest moments of my life. And that's why I'm sharing it, because look, I've been in prison, I've been on the roads, I've lived that life where you miss out on these little things, yeah. And when you get to actually witness them and see them, when you're mature enough to realise what they mean to everybody, that's when it'll start affecting you. Now, when you're not mature, you think, oh, it's just a play, or it's just a leaving play, or whatever. You think it's just this. It's not though. It's not just that though. It's a big thing. And yeah, I made a little mistake this weekend myself. You get me? Like, I'm always making mistakes. You know, I fucked up basically. You know what I'm saying? But I'm okay. You know, things didn't go too bad or whatever. But I did mess up. You get me? But we're all human, innit? And stuff's gonna happen. But I just wanted to share that, because I see a lot of men out here and they've got kids, you know, you've got beautiful families, you know, God's blessed you with sons, daughters and everything. And like, I know, like, buying your kids stuff and stuff like that, it's all good, man. Everybody does that, it's all good. But missing out on the really important things like school, where they actually want you to be. Like, my daughter actually messaged me on Snapchat and invited me. She never told her nana, because I got there and the nana were like, oh, she never said you was coming. My daughter obviously wanted me there. And that's a big thing as well. You know what I'm saying? And even when it finished, like, everyone's hugging the kids and that. Like, my daughter went to a nana, gave a nana a big hug. You know, like a big emotional hug. Like, wow. Then my hug weren't really like that. Do you get me? But maybe that's because I've been that distant father. You get me? That father that's always been in jail. That father that's always been doing bad things. That father that's done bad things where my daughter's probably seen. Not towards my daughter, but to other people, you know. Put it on man in front of her, whatever, switched it up real fast. And obviously they see everything. One thing about kids is to see everything. Don't ever think your kids are blind, man. You know, I think I mentioned in a video before that, you know, you got people out here that want their kids to be gangsters, they want their kids to be this, they want their kids to be that. Anyone wants their kids to do badness, they're just backwards in it, to get me. Because that's one of the last thing I'd want for if I have a kid or any of my kids, is them to be bad. I don't even want them to swear, but you know, it happens in it. It's where we're from, it's the surroundings, and we do it. So they see it, like I'm saying, they see everything. So my hug at the end of that play wasn't the big emotional hug that I wanted, but even that little thing that I noticed of that hug, and I noticed that my hug weren't the same. But look, back in the days, like I'm saying to you, when I'm on the roads, I wouldn't have noticed that small thing. I wouldn't have noticed it. To get me, I'd be like, oh, yeah, but because I'm older, I'm mature, and I'm wiser, I'm noticing there's an emotional disconnection there between me and my daughter. And that's what you get when you're a roadman. You get emotional disconnections. Not every roadman, get me, because some roadmen are made, and roadmen sit at home and they're still making peace. I still class them as roadman. If you're making peace on the road, you're roading it. But then, man, like, but most of us, we do have that emotional disconnection with our kids, and we don't see it. Like, look at the way she hugs Nana. Look at the way they hug Mummy. Look at the way they hug Auntie fucking, I don't know what. You're not getting that same emotional hug and kiss and that from your kid. That's because there's an emotional disconnection from everything that they've witnessed. You not being there. Like I'm saying, if you're on the road now, yeah, and you've got a chance to make that change, flip that switch, a bit like I have. Look, I make mistakes. At least I'm doing good now. You know, I'm working and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I do make mistakes. You know, like little dirty benders. I end up having a drink or something. Just fuck up. I just fuck up, man, and I hate it, man. To get me, and I can't blame no one but myself, because I'm a big man. You know what I'm saying? And or even if, like, you know, you fuck up in it, like, look, you go to jail, you do these things, but one day you're gonna realize that all these small things that you miss out in your kid's life are later on big things, man. And if you're already feeling that emotional, it's all right giving you, busting your kid touch and whatever, but who does your kid run to when he's crying, when she's crying? Who do they run to? Do they run to you, or do they want mummy? Because I never realised these things. But this is the emotional disconnection. Yeah, your kid might still love you. Yeah, daddy buys me everything. Daddy takes me everywhere. Daddy does this, daddy does that. But when it comes to that emotional shit, like, it's not there, is it? And I reckon maybe later on in life it could affect them with how they are with men or anything. You know what I'm saying? So, if you want that emotional connection with your daughter, especially with your daughter, look, like, I've only got a daughter in it, so I only can talk about daughters. I don't really know about sons. I think if I had a son, I wouldn't be asked. I'd be like, yo, man up, you get me, don't cry. All them things there. But with your daughter, it's really important. As a man, you are there for your daughter. You try your best to give your daughter love, cuddle. I have not done none of this. I've fucked up. So I'm trying to give you my advice from my perspective now. You get me? Like, look, I don't get them emotional hugs. I'm telling you, lot, this is why I don't get them. I understand that. You get me? Because what, like I'm saying, but you need that with your daughter, because it gives her a different, like, men of how they should be. And she might get in a relationship where the man's not giving her that 100% sort of thing, but she might crave it like she did with her dad. And that's how deep it goes, really deep. But that's what I'm saying, if you've got daughters and that, just make sure you're 100% there, because that killed me that day. That one little thing that I would have never noticed when I was knees deep in shit. But I did notice that, and Nana got that big emotional hug, squeeze, and Daddy got like a little push-off sort of thing. You know, it is what it is, because that's what I've caused, that emotional disconnection, like I'm telling you. But yeah, man, it was really good that I got to see it. You know, like I said, I could drop dead tomorrow knowing that I've seen that, and I'm happy. You understand? So that's just one little, you know, I thought I'd just touch on that, because I don't know, it's just the way I felt about something. I just wanted to touch on it. Like I say, a lot of people see me making these videos. Some people like them, some people laugh. But for me, this is like therapy, just talking on here to you people. If I get 100 views or 0 views or 1 view, I don't really care. Do you understand? But I've got some big things going on in the pipeline in the next couple of weeks. You know, I'm not going to mention that, because I feel like when you mention something, people can put bad things on it and it don't happen. So you're all going to see something fresh, you know, in a couple of weeks, hopefully. Not in a couple of weeks, like 10 days, you know. And it's going to be a big thing for me, you know. And I can probably get into it after it's happened. Yeah, but like I said, I'm still staying away from bad people. You know, I'm not saying bad people, I shouldn't say that. I'm still staying away from people that are involved in that life. You know what I mean? Like I say, people ring me with this to rob, that to rob, this to rob. You know, and I just put it off. You get me? Turn my phone off, blank calls. No disrespect, it's just how it has to be if you're going to make that full-on change, because man, I'm not going to take it serious. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not bothered how people take me, but it's good that they know you're not about it. You know what I'm saying? Because look at these things I'm realising and noticing, the big things. And yeah, man, peace out, guys, peace out. Just a quick one there for you. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, all of that. Yeah, and like I said, 10 days, I don't even think it's that long. What day is it now? Monday. Yeah, it's bang on 10 days. So hopefully this happens, you know, and it's gonna be a good thing for me, man. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, bless.